You are tuned in to What Up Baltimore online radio. Please note that the views and opinions expressed on this channel are of the host and not of Lady J Media. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, What Up Baltimore TV. And if you really don't want to miss any of the shows, hit that notification bell and you'll get a message every time we come on. Now, we got it from here, so sit back, relax, and stay tuned.
Hey guys, Baltimore Tex man.
Hi, how y'all doing? I want y'all to come on down here to see this tax man. He's been my tax man for 3 years now. 3 years, and he's a good man. You can trust him with your money. You can trust him, I'm telling you, because he is good people. So please come on down here and show us some love.
But then in 2012, one lady came to my office. She was 80 plus years old, a retired principal. She said, I like your service, I like your hospitality, but why your office is not busy? I say, I don't know, because I don't know the answer back then. She said, you need branding. I said, okay, can you help me with the branding? So she said, where are you? I said, I'm in Baltimore. She said, what are you? I said, I'm a man. She said, what do you do? I said, I do income tax. She said, your name should be Baltimore Tax Man. So since then, I changed the name Baltimore Tax Man since 2012. I got so busy, thanks to God, that I'm swamped now and people start knowing me.
First time doing tax work, Baltimore Tax Man.
Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, depending on where you are. We are here tonight with the Baltimore Taxman. And for those of you that don't know, I believe today is March 16th, which means you don't have much time if you haven't already handled your business. Is that correct? We're in what? Within 30 days.
Thank you so much for, Pastor Shannon to take time out and, come to the show. And thank you to Dr. Lady J again. Yes, March 15 was the last day for business taxes, which was yesterday. And, the 1120, 1120S, 990, the nonprofit, 1065 partnership. And April 18 is the last day for Schedule C's and personal income tax. So you are absolutely correct. It's like 30 more days left, And if, you take the weekend off, then probably 25 days or 22 days. But I work, the guys not have to worry. I'm here 7 days a week.
Oh, wow. So, folks, I know some of you are saying, I don't make that much money. I'm not getting anything back. I'm not getting a lot back, whatever the case may be. But here's the thing. There are so many more things. And by things, I mean little business adventures, side hustles, projects, things of that nature that we are all working on to make ends meet. And sometimes when you're focused on that specific industry that you work in, you don't know the rules or the laws, the loopholes, if you will, and the benefits that you can get from actually going ahead and filing your taxes. So talk to folks that are on the fence, haven't filed yet, don't think they make enough, or whatever the case may be, about the benefits and the reasons they need to go ahead and file.
That's a very good question, Pastor. The problem is that with people, they just like to make the decision at home. Like, for example, if you become sick, like you have a flu or you have a, like fever or something, we always want to use the home remedies that we've been using for a long time. So same about taxes, oh, my grandmother told me this, my mother told me this, my father told me this, my uncle told me this, my aunt told me this, my neighbor told me this, my girlfriend told me this, my boyfriend told me this. Very nice. Everybody's telling you everything. But what are you telling yourself? Are you telling yourself, go to Baltimore Taxman, go to King, or go to anybody, I'm just saying because I'm 5-star and I don't treat you like a client, I treat you like a family member. That's why I say on my business card, free estimate. Free estimate means you can come in, bring your paperwork, 15 minutes is free estimate. I sit with you, I look at your paperwork. If you have a dependent, how much refund you're going to get back. Even though you're going to owe, we're going to try to lower the taxes that you owe. Even though we're going to prepare you for next year, we're going to help you create that LLC and tax ID. If you have a side hustle, you have to have a proof, like, you have a Cash App, you have Zelle, you have Venmo, you have Chimes, you have your personal account. And I know, if you bring me $6,000 W-2 with two dependent, Section 8 is paying your rent. Yes, you have food stamp. BGE bill is paying by everything. But in the same time, we need to focus on, what exactly happening, you know, sorry, you have to focus on what exactly happening with you. I give you example. One lady came a couple of days ago with $6,000 W-2. I said, there's no way you can survive with this W-2 for a whole year. That's like $500 a month. Oh, Mr. King, I got Section 8. Perfect. Section 8 pay your rent. BG, oh, I got assistance. So very nice, no problem. I got food stamp. I said, but still, what about your car insurance? What about your car payment? What about your cell phone bill? What about the shopping? Oh, Mr. King, I have side business that I sell hair. Where do you sell your hair? Instagram, Amazon, PayPal. So you have another income that which you forgot, but I don't have LLC and tax ID. Okay, but you're still doing the business. So we went to her personal bank account, her Cash App, her PayPal, her Amazon. So we did the profit and loss. So she made around $12,000 after expenses, around close to 7,000 or 6,000. Her income become 12 to 14,000. That's the maximum refund for the one child. Around 5,000 with two kids, 7,500. So unless you don't go see a doctor, or unless you go don't see a tax professional, we cannot answer you over the phone. And Pastor, you know what's funny? Every time they call me or text me, how much you gonna charge? I say $1 million, and they don't get the joke. I don't know your paperwork. I don't know what I need to do. If you're not making a time to come to my office, do you think I'm gonna make a time for you to go over with you everything over the phone?
Of course, that's the way it works. Poof. But people don't seem to understand. People that haven't made a habit of getting their taxes done don't really understand these things. People look at the banking industry, they look at the economic industry, and they say, listen, I'm just trying to concentrate on putting food on the table and keeping a roof over my family's heads. Speaking of which, one of the big topics this week in the economic world is banks, bank issues, bank failures, and how it impacts economics. And to me, when you look at things like that, although most of us don't have more than $250,000 in the bank, which is what the FDIC would insure, so they wouldn't lose it. But this is that time when something like this happens. It's kind of like every season you're supposed to change the batteries in your smoke detectors. So seeing something like this in the news with all the banking things should be that red light, that flag for people to say, okay, well, what am I doing with my money? Where is my money? What banks are my money in? Is my money in retirement? Do I need to talk to a tax person to see what's the best place to put my money? So it seems to me, with all this banks, 3 banks failing in 1 week, it's time for people to look at their financial health, and getting their taxes done is one of the best ways to do that, wouldn't you say?
Pastor Shannon, that's what I love your questions. And that's why, I requested for you to come online and talk to me, because you just hit the nail right there in the coffin. If you know, the 15th largest Bank of America in Silicon Valley has been closed because they were having more withdrawals rather than deposit. And banks buy the bonds, and the surety bonds, that they have to make the certain amount of interest on it, and they have to have certain amount of the income in there. Basically, if when the people are going to withdraw more money, then of course the bank going to lose money. Same thing. If you look at my previous programs, I said, if you make $4,000 a month, just think you are making $3,000 a month. Put that 25,
Mhm.
1,000 towards your retirement, towards your 401k, towards the saving, or towards your business. Anything you want to start. With that $3,000, you're gonna pay 33% of your rent, which is around $1,000, and then you're gonna pay other 33% with your utilities, your entertainment, your shopping, and the rest of the 33% you're gonna pay your grocery and stuff. So if you divide it, personal size pizza in 4 slices. One slice you don't want to eat it, you don't want to get digestion problem, you want to just use the 3 slices of pizza. So So same thing with the income.
Mm-hmm.
Divide your income in four portions. One portion towards the saving, towards the saving, towards the saving. I'm saying three times because when people come here, they don't have the money, they don't have the backup. You not want to borrow money always from the bank. You don't want to borrow money from your uncle, your aunt, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your friend. Have your own money. This is 2003. And if you are living above your need or above your mean, then you need to cut down on that. Like I see so many posts traveling to Miami, traveling to everywhere, buying this Gucci, Louis Vuitton, everything. But then when I look at them, when they coming broke, you were enjoying yourself, but in the same time, what about the next 9 months? As soon as the refund hit, everybody want to be a millionaire, everybody want to be a baller. Nothing wrong with that, but that refund should be your surety and your security for the whole year for your kids. The unincome credit, additional child credit comes for the kids. What are you doing for the kids? Are they going to better school? Are you moving to better neighborhood, or are you starting your own business?
Or are you putting it away for their college fund, other than the state college fund, of course,
Correct.
because that's its own issues. But talking about the banks that fail, people, folks, I need you to understand when you talk about, you know, taking your check and splitting it like a pizza pie into four pieces, and one you put to the side, you put it, wrap it up, put it in the refrigerator, and you just hold on to it. You don't mess with that one. And that being your savings, that's that rainy day money. That's that the car breaks down money. That's that the roof gets a leak money. That's that, you know, whatever the case may be.
The
But
most
if we don't
the
do
most
that,
Pastor Shannon, the most important part is if you become sick, that's your sick leave money. That's your backup money. God forbid if you have an accident and your unemployment is not coming, your insurance is not coming, how are you going to survive the next 30, 45 days until that check comes? Yes, you are right.
exactly, exactly. So now that's an interesting point. Now we talked about the banks, we talked about the bank failures because they were putting out more money than they were taking in. Now, a lot of us, when you talked about living above our means, is because we're spending more than we're bringing in, which means we're living more on plastic than actual paper money that we have. Now, when you go to rethink how you're spending your money and how to save your money, we talked about the 75-25, which means save a quarter, one fourth, one out of every $4 to put in savings for an emergency and for a rainy day. Now, with the banks, they obviously didn't do that. They obviously, in this case, paid themselves a bonus right before they ended up going belly up.
You know why they didn't do it? Have you ever think about that?
Well, now that's what we're here. We need you to tell us about that.
Because we never think about the bad, we never think about the negative. When we want to start a business, we always think about the positive. I'm not saying I'm the smartest person in the planet, but you have to understand there's a negative and there is a positive. There's advantages and there's disadvantages. They never thought the Silicon Valley will fail. They never thought the people will withdraw money, people going extra cash because of inflation. But in the same time, you have to understand during COVID, everything was away. Everything was like online. People were shopping, people were buying. Everybody was getting unemployment, everybody getting SBA loan, everybody buying the house, interest rate low. But I knew the bubble gonna bust someday. And if you look at it now, where's the interest rate? Where's the property are going down slowly and steady? So same thing. If you're gonna keep taking it out from a bottle of milk, one day bottle will become empty. If you're gonna keep
Absolutely.
drinking water sip by sip, okay, let's say if you have a bottle of water, it has 12 sips in there. We take 3 sips and we wait for the 9 more sips, which is okay. But if you wanna just drink all the 12 sips, bottle gonna empty. Same thing with the bank. They didn't look for plan A, plan B, plan C. They never thought people gonna withdraw that much because they bowed the surety bond on it. They bowed, they were making so much interest on it. But if you go to the bank, you deposit money, they're going to welcome you like you are the king of the bank. But the day you go for withdrawal, which is a large withdrawal, they might going to tell you, hey, we might need a couple of days
Absolutely.
to
There's a
have.
whole bunch. You ever notice there's a whole bunch more paperwork to take out large sums of money than there is to put them in?
Yeah, of course, Pastor. Okay, in business, right? A lot of people started business during COVID.
Mm-hmm.
The face masks, you remember the sanitizing, you remember all the essential things related to the COVID, right? They
Right.
bought bulk. So what happened? They were holding on to it, but they forgot there is God, there is Allah. They forgot that is a human necessity. You need to help. So they were selling the one bottle which we can buy 99 cent from a Dollar Tree before. Now Dollar Tree become $1.25 because of inflation. The same bottle they were selling on Amazon, they were selling online for $3-4. They were making tons of profit. But now, how many people are buying sanitized bottle? Now, how many people are buying masks? How many people are buying this product? And the products is sitting in the shelf. They were selling from dollar on pennies now, where they were making pennies on dollar. So it's a cycle.
Exactly.
What goes around comes around. So in the same time, you need to think about these rainy days. Yes, nothing wrong with taking the vacation. Nothing wrong with enjoying yourself. But if you are making 4,000 a month, then why are you gonna buy Gucci or Louis Vuitton $2,000 bag? If you are making 4,000 a month,
Mhm.
you're gonna take $10,000 vacation.
Personally, I'm not, but it's funny. I talk about, you walk down the street, you drive through the city, and you see people walking to and from where they're going, where their sneakers cost as much as a car payment. And, when you put yourself in a financial situation to be able to say that you are legitimately wearing more on your person than you have in your bank, you're doing something wrong.
Yeah, I give you example. They say if you can buy the car, let's just give you example. If the car cost is $10,000, if you can buy that car twice, if you have the bank money like 20,000 in your account, buy that car. But if you don't have a $20,000 in account, don't buy the $10,000 car. Invest that 10,000 in a business where you can earn the money and lease the car on the LLC for tax write off. I give you example. I do a lot of car dealership taxes too and salesman car taxes too. As soon as you walk into the car dealership, they want to run your credit with 10 different lenders. Your credit score gonna go low, and they're gonna give you not the best interest rate for you. They're gonna give the interest rate where they will make the most money. I seen car dealership close 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, but they still there until 11, 12 o'clock to sign the deal. They don't want them to run away like it's like a butcher house. They wanna sacrifice the animal right there, right now, so it can be pack up meat and go to Giant and Whole Food so people can eat it. Never buy the car. Always lease the car on the LLC. If you are buying a car, if your car payment is $500, you need to multiply your income by 10. 500 times 10 is 5,000. If your income is not 5,000 and your car payment is 500, you are doing something wrong. Second thing is that find some hustle or niche where you can sleep and make money. E-commerce is the biggest thing. I tell people, become appraisal. You can do appraisal for the houses. Become a home inspector. Become a lead inspector. Online business. We can do so many things. After tax season, I collect rent on it. God forbid something happened to me. If I stop working, my bill still will pay off. If I do it, being coming 14-year-old from Pakistan, born in Pakistan, 14-year-old, grew up in New York, living in Baltimore since 2003. If I can do it, America is the best country in the world. Why not you born here? English is your first language. You make fun of the accent from the foreigners, but look at all the foreigners. They opening the grocery store, opening the restaurant, opening the businesses, and making the money. Why can't we do it as an American? They don't have more education than us. It's just the culture. It's just the culture, and the growing up is different. But they had to work extra mile to fit in the society. They had to work extra mile to gain all that income that just generate. You never see a grocery store close down 7 o'clock. They're always there until 8 or 9 o'clock. You see, go to Chinese store in a hood, they're gonna close 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock
They're going to
because.
try and make that money.
And sometime I ask them, hey, how many hours you working? He say, I'm working 7 days, 12 hours. I'm working 6 days, 12 hours. I say, are you building a castle or big house in China or Pakistan or India? They say, no, I'm building the generation wealth for our next generation. I know the foreigner gentleman. He has a grocery store. He has two kids, daughter and son. One is a lawyer, one is a doctor. He worked 7 days, 12 hours, probably 7 years. Didn't take a day off. No Christmas, no New Year, no Thanksgiving, no holiday. But that 7 years payback because his both kids were going to college and college, and they don't have no loans either.
Wow.
If they can do it, we can do it too, Pastor Shannon. It's no rocket science. It's just a numbers, profit and loss. Yes,
You're absolutely correct. And we don't usually take the time to look at the end and then plan back to know what we need to be doing today to get to where we want to be tomorrow. And that's part of what you do. You
fail it.
help people see the today and plan for the tomorrow.
Yes,
So, folks, if you haven't already gotten your taxes done,
yes.
go
If you
see
fail in
Baltimore
business, it's
Tax.
like
Oh, I think I'm losing you.
yeah. I'm here. I'm here.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yep, sure can. Loud and clear.
Okay. Sorry, I'm doing the Facebook Live from my phone, and being a Baltimore text man, a lot of text messages and phone calls are coming, and I thought maybe I'm gonna do the live peacefully, but I never have peace in my life until the tax season is. But back to the story. If you fail in business, it's called
Mm-hmm.
first attempt learning. Don't be disappointed. Baltimore Taxman didn't become Baltimore Taxman. It took me 10 years to understand my branding. It took me 10 years to understand where I can make the money. I become Baltimore Taxman 2012. I've been doing taxes since 2003. But since I become Baltimore Taxman, touch wood, thanks to Allah, I'm doing everything great. 5-star on Google, 5-star in Facebook. Any business, your referral is the key. That's where you make the money. That's your marketing.
Absolutely.
That Google
Absolutely.
somebody's reading it. That Facebook post, somebody's watching it. That Instagram, somebody is getting a notification.
So, in other words, you have clients coming to you, they ask you questions, they bring you their papers, you do their taxes, they spread that word of mouth, and it's akin to going viral online. So that's what you're looking for. You want the best advertisement is satisfied customers. So, folks, give Baltimore Taxman a try. If you haven't already done your taxes, and I know a lot of you are procrastinating and haven't, give Baltimore Taxman a call, get your papers together, and go pay him a visit. You will be surprised how much you can end up saving and keeping in your own pocket.
Thank you so much, Pastor Shannon. And next Thursday, I will see you again.
That works, folks. You got 30 days. If you're a nonprofit, a business, you're already behind the 8 ball, and residential is coming up next month. Not much time. Call Baltimore Taxman before his calendar fills up.
Thank you very much, Pastor Shannon. Everybody, I pray for you. You pray for me. Whatever you do in life, do from the passion. Then it will become the money thing for you. But if you're going to do hustle, it's going to be good for 6 months and a year. So whatever you choose in life, do from the passion. Relationship, business, money, education, anything. Thank you.
Thank you. See you soon.
See you soon.
Just wanted to let you know that the host of this show appreciates the time that you've spent with them. Now, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to our channel so you can keep up with everything that we're doing. And most of all, thank you for tuning in to What Up Baltimore online radio, where the people have the power.